Absolutely. Thank you so much, Rajan sir, for providing the brief. So, kids, a very warm welcome to all of you from the Olympiad Success family. I'm Aarti and I will be your host for today. So, kids, as mentioned earlier, in today's session, you will be on mute as this is a demo session, but then in your regular live classes, you will be unmuted. All right. So, you can mute and mute yourself. But today, we would be only doing making the changes if we want to unmute you or mute you. All right. So, kids, we are here for Mathematics Olympiad, right? For grade 8. So, everyone is in grade 8? Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much, Selva, Janil, Mihir. Right. So, from the other students, it would be nice if you can turn on your videos. Okay, Mayank, yes. Davina is saying yes. All right. So, kids, few of you are existing students, like Olympiad Success existing students. But then I'll just give you a brief about us. So, basically, Olympiad Success, it's an online preparation platform for Olympiad examinations, and you are already in grade 8, and you know, like. From now onwards, or maybe because in sixth you have already studied the concepts, right? And in seventh, eighth, ninth, and so on and so forth, you are going details like deeper into those topics, and you have to be really very strong with your concepts, right? And your conceptual understanding. So at Olympiad Success, we believe in making strong your concepts, correct, which will help you appear for your future competitive examinations, and help you with your practical application of the concepts. Okay, so kids, Olympiad Success, it's many years old now, right? And we have been from the past quite a few years, we have been giving the quite many international rank holders, which Rajan sir would be giving a brief in his presentation. And also, one thing I would like to mention about these international rank holders, so it is uh, just not because of the preparation they have done from the Olympiad Success platform, but there are then three important pillars. So first is you yourself, right? You students, because your effort is the most important one, and then your mentors, and then your parents, correct? So there is an equal contribution of all the three parties with which you are able to achieve really good marks. And our ultimate aim is to make you really strong with your concept, so that you are able to do any question, attempt any question without any difficulty, because Olympiad level questions are a bit difficult than your regular school curriculum, because in schools what happens, it is more of direct questions, right? But then in Olympiads, the focus is on the practical application of what you have learned. So there would be nothing of that sort, that you are getting asked a direct question, but then it would be twisted, and you need to understand the question first and then answer accordingly, correct? And this would be helping you with your future competitive examinations. I'm sure many of you would have thought of what you would be doing after your 10th standard, because after that you have to choose your stream as well. Correct. So, kids, I'll just explain you the flow of this session, today's session. So, it is a 75-minute session. So, all our live classes are of 75 minutes, but then in those live classes, it is entirely the class which would be conducted. But then, since today it's a demo session, so the first half we would be taking up, wherein we would be introducing you to your mentor. After that, brief presentation by Rajan sir. Then I will be quickly taking you through the tour of the platform, of the Olympiad Success platform, wherein you will understand what all things you would be getting once you enroll to this program. After that, we would be having a short question and answer round, and post the question and answer round, we would be starting with the demo session for which you all are here, correct? And this session will end at 9:15 p.m. So I really hope you all enjoy today's demo session. So over to Shivam sir for a brief introduction. So now Shivam sir, he has been associated with Olympiad Success for quite a while, and he's a wonderful mentor, I must say. So he makes sure that all your doubts, all your queries are cleared before you leave the class, correct? So over to you, Shivam sir, for a brief introduction about yourself, and welcome to the platform, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Hello, students. How are you, Bachi? How are you all? So, I'm audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Bachi, I'll be taking maths for you. Like, this course is about mathematics Olympiads, right? So, we'll be dealing with the mathematical concepts. We'll be starting with the basics first, covering your CBSE level, and then slowly increasing the level of the questions. And there will be so many new things you'll be doing in every chapter. Okay, I have quite a wonderful, basically, collection of good questions, which will be challenging and we'll be doing in class, and we'll be enjoying the questions as well. So I'm hoping that I'll be getting the good response from all of you, right? And the course will help you to actually perform well in these Olympiads, all the Olympiads, whatever we are actually having. So just keep a track of this and be in touch with us also. In case of any doubt, you should raise your hand. You can ask in a chat section, right? You can unmute yourself and you can ask doubt in the case you are having any doubt. And regular after every class, basically you'll be getting some worksheets to practice. Worksheet will have good number of questions and good level of questions, starting from the basic level going till the Olympiads level. And at the end, basically, after every chapter, we'll be discussing all the previous year question which has been asked. Okay. And then you will get tests for every chapter. So this will be the progress. First theory, numericals, plus the gradually increasing the level of the numericals, and after that worksheets, assignments, and then tests. So for every chapter, this is our flow. All right. So we'll start with the linear equation today. We'll be getting the introduction of this chapter, and we'll be doing few questions to practice in class itself, right? So maths is all about practice, practice, and practice. So we have to do so many questions. Okay. And if I'm doing like suppose 20 questions in class, I'm expecting 3 times question from you to practice at home, right? So it means 60 questions we have to practice at home after every class. And you'll be getting hundreds of questions from our side, right? So
Okay,
fine.
thank you. Yeah.
Let's
All right, sir. So you were saying something, Shivam, sir?
nothing, ma'am, nothing. You can
Oh,
continue. Then after that, I'll be continuing with the chapter.
sure, sure, sure. So thank you so much, Shivam, sir. It's a pleasure to have you on the platform. And now, Rajan, sir, over to you for a brief presentation.
Yes, sure, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Not yet. Yes, now it is.
Okay. So students, welcome to the demo of class 8 mathematics. Okay. Let me tell you about us, about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exam. We have Olympiad live classes, and this is your third year in live classes. Students, we have School Plus program. In School Plus program, we offer 8 courses that are mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication spoken and written both, Vedic maths, and coding. What else? We also offer online CBSE plus Olympiad classes for grade 6 to 10. One-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiad like SESMO, CMO, HIMO, TIMO, Math Count, US Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, PRMO, and also JEE preparation classes. So meet the rank holder for session 2021-22. So we got many students in Olympiad Success got international rank 1. Now about this course students, there will be around 20 students in the class and classes will be conducted on Zoom platform only. So there will be 3 sessions per week. The dates will be MWF, that is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And class timing is 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. So the class duration is 75 minutes. So there will be there is a break of between break of 5 minutes in between. Okay. So the session include mix of theory, practice question, doubt session, and students we will also discuss previous year paper. And students will get reading material and practice questions that are available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. And students will be get free access to the mock test and worksheet for logical reasoning, mathematics, as well as for logical reasoning. Okay. Syllabus link I have already shared within the chat box. I will share again. So the fees for this course is 11,680, and there will be 55 session in this course. Payment link I will share in the chat box again. So the fees include online classes, daily reading notes, exercise, practice of previous year paper, and you will get access to the worksheet or mock test for mathematics and logical reasoning. And students, if you enroll today, you are eligible for a free CMO exam, that is Catch Mathematics Olympiad. Now to join this course, what you need? You need laptop with good internet speed and headphone. And students, as you know, like preparation for Olympiad exam is tougher than your regular school curriculum, as there will be some topics from your upper grade also. So students, we actually advise students to approximately give 2 hours every day to cope up with the curriculum, and parent support will be needed to check answers and reiterate concepts. So live classes for this course will start from 23rd May. And currently we have students from 3,800 schools and we are catering in 35 plus countries. So this is about this course, students. Now Artiman will give you a tour for Olympiad success dashboard. And after that, if you have any query, any question, you can ask. So over to you, Artiman.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rajan sir, for a wonderful presentation about the course. So kids, now let me share my screen. So everyone, can you see my screen? Oh, can I get a yes or no in the chat box? Okay, thank you so much, Devina. So kids, what happens once you enroll to this program? So you would be getting your login credentials, okay? And using those login credentials, you have to log into Olympiad Success platform. So you need to enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com/login, enter your email and password and click on the sign in button. Once you sign in, you would be redirected to your dashboard. So on your profile page, you need to complete your profile before you can move to any other section of the dashboard. So now there are two important things to be noted here. First is the live classes and second is the worksheets, which Rajan sir had told during his presentation also. So under live classes, you get the reading material and practice questions and answer keys, while under the worksheet section, you get free access to topic-wise worksheets for mathematics and logical reasoning. Now, if I click live classes here on this page, you can see the subjects, the topics, schedule, holiday calendar, Zoom meeting ID and password, right? So under the subject list, you can see the entire subjects for which you have enrolled. So now like I have enrolled for all the 8 subjects, 9 subjects basically. So I can, select any one of the subject and check its reading material, practice question and answer key. So what I have to do is, like, I have selected mathematics Olympiad. I'll select the topic, let's say quadrilateral, and then I'll click on reading material set 1. Here the reading material for quadrilateral will open up. So in this, the theory about quadrilaterals would be given, and basis that there would be few practice questions. So there are 3 sets of practice questions and each set contains around 10 to 20 practice questions. Okay, so you have to do these practice questions, and then after doing, you can match your answers with the answer keys given over here. Okay, so this is clear. What next? You have to see view schedule. So make sure that you don't miss seeing this schedule. Basically, we have created a very structured schedule wherein session wise we have mentioned the details about this course. So in session 1, what we would be covering, session 2, and so on and so forth. So as your mentor was telling about the tests he would be taking, so like after every chapter we have a test. Okay, so you need to give this test, and if you see, like, after every topic there is a test. So once I'm done with the course, so basically your course will be completed in 49 or 50 sessions, and after that there would be super classes. So there are 5 super classes in this. So in 50 sessions your entire course will be completed, but then in the remaining 5 sessions there would be lots and lots of practice. So basically you would be practicing on previous year papers and your doubt solving. If you have any queries, so you can come up with your query so that your mentor can help you in solving that. And so this is about the entire schedule. Okay, now let us see the holiday calendar. So these are the days when your classes will not be conducted. So make sure you check out this also once. And then comes your Zoom meeting ID and password. So your Zoom meeting ID and password would be updated over here, and you have to log in using that ID. Correct? Now coming up to the worksheets. So here under the worksheet section, you have to select comprehensive mathematics, and here you can see all topic wise worksheets are available for you. So at the bottom, if you see, showing 1 to 10 of 81 entries. So basically there are 81 worksheets for you to practice from. Each worksheet consists of 25 questions. So as you can see here, for algebra itself, we have 8 worksheets, right? So let us click on take exam. Since these worksheets are available in the form of exam, you have to attempt these as an examination only. Okay, so you would be getting 60 minutes to complete these 25 questions. You have to read the question, mark your answer, click on the next button to move ahead. Okay, in a similar fashion, you have to do for all the questions. Once you are done with your questions, what you have to do is you have to just click on the finish button and you will be redirected to the answer key page. On the answer key page, you can see the question, the options, the correct answer, and what you had answered. All right. So here you can see the complete detailed answer key. On the right panel, you can see the summary of your exam. So how many questions attempted, how many are correct, how many are incorrect, so on and so forth. And finally, like in case if you would want to revisit your answer keys, what you have to do is you have to go to your performance section. Under this section, you have to basically select the subject for which you would want to see the answer keys, or like from this itself you can just select. So let's say I'll click on this. So this is science. Let's click on mathematics one. So this is algebraic expression and identities 8. So your summary page will open up, and once you click on the review button, your answer key page will open up, right? So this is all about the platform. So you would be getting live classes and worksheets. So under live classes, you would be getting the practice questions, answer keys, and reading material. And under worksheets, you would be getting topic wise worksheets for you to practice. So students, now if you have any doubts, any queries, you can write it down in the chat section and we would be happy to answer all your queries. Any doubts coming in?
Okay, everything is clear?
I
There
think
is no
so.
doubt. Can the session be rescheduled?
Can the sessions be rescheduled? No, Davina, I'm so sorry. Like the sessions, since these are group classes, so the sessions are fixed. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, your sessions will be conducted from 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. as per IST, Indian Standard Time. And kids, like in case if you have to miss the class, so we recommend not to miss any single class, because what you learn in the regular live classes is far better than the recorded sessions, right? And so what happens, like once you, if you miss any class, you would be getting the recording of the class anyways, okay, whether you miss or don't miss. But then for everyday classes, you would be getting the recordings. So you can check the recordings over there. And so Devina and Janil, I believe both the questions are answered over here.
Any other questions, students? No? Okay, can anyone tell me like how many sessions are there? Number of sessions? 55 sessions. Okay. And can anyone tell like, okay, I think we have one question. I'm from Maharashtra board. Is there support for some catch-up session in this needed?
I'll just check, like is there support for some catch-up session in case needed? So there won't be any catch-up session, Mihir, but then like these Olympiad classes basically, so these cover your regular CBSE, ICSE, and state boards also. So as your mentor had informed earlier also, Shivam sir had told you that first of all we would be starting from the basics. So he would make sure that all your basics are clear, and then only he would be moving ahead with the higher topics. Okay. So also, like we recommend you to come up with the doubts next day in your class, so that before beginning the class or after, like that would be Shivam sir's choice, so he can solve your queries. Also, there would be lots and lots of practice tests, so we are 100% sure that you won't be requiring any kind of catch-up session in that case. And as told in the schedule also, while explaining the schedule, so your last 5 classes will be explicitly for your practice papers, okay, previous year papers, and your doubt solving. Okay.
Ma'am, we have another question. Do the test get checked by the teacher personally?
Yes, so all the tests conducted like after every topic will be checked by your mentor, right, Shivam sir?
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
actually,
Rajat.
all the tests are in the form of MCQ. Okay.
Yes.
So, like after each and every mock test, you will get the report that like how many questions you attempted, how many are correct, how many are wrong. Okay. Can test be retaken? The mock tests are not, but the worksheet that are available on the website that you can like attempt 3 times. Will logical reasoning also be included?
Absolutely. So logical reasoning test series will be included, but then this is only for your mathematics Olympiad preparation. So the focus would be on that only, not on your logical reasoning part. We do give logical reasoning test series as a free part to this course and all our other courses as well, like math, science, English. And but then this is due to the fact that there are many organizations which do have certain questions from logical reasoning, except from the current Olympiads, right? So we do give, but then in this session, like in this course, entire course, Mathematics Olympiad, there would be no classes for logical reasoning.
Next question is until when we will have the Olympiad success platform access?
So, Janil, as soon as you enroll and your credentials are created, you would be getting the access to the platform.
Next question is from Anuj. Are you going to teach or videos are going to be shown?
So Anuj, these are live classes. So your mentor Shivam sir, he would be taking your classes. And as mentioned earlier, also we recommend you not to miss any of these classes because these are live group sessions. And studying from a recorded session is not as good as studying from a live session, because there you get to hear about what your peers are thinking, and there is a sort of competitiveness, right? So these are live classes only, and Shivam sir would be your mentor.
The next question is this all test is free?
Absolutely. So Ayush, once you enroll for this course, so you would be getting like after every topic there would be mock test, first thing. Second, you would be getting test series on the Olympiad Success platform, that would be free, and you would be getting a free access to logical reasoning topic wise worksheets as well.
Is there any scope for Olympiad exams? Anuj, can you elaborate the question?
Right. So as far as I understand your question, Anuj, so Olympiad examinations, they are the building blocks for your future competitive examinations. So I believe if you are thinking in that manner, so like preparing for Olympiad examinations and appearing for Olympiad examinations certainly put you a notch higher than your batchmates who are not doing this, because while preparing for Olympiad examinations, you are focusing on your conceptual clarity and you understand how to practically apply these concepts on the questions.
Next question is the access to the account revoked after all the sessions are over?
No, Mihir. So your access would be there for an entire year. So basically, it would be revoked. Like this is 22 going on, right? So in February, by February 20th, 2023, your access will be revoked, because in February, by February end, we would be starting with the next session actually for 23-24.
Which is asking like, are they syllabus based? Maybe he's asking like Olympiad exams, is there any particular syllabus?
Yes, so syllabus, yes, there is a syllabus. So basically, if I say in broad terms, for all the Olympiad examinations conducted by various organizations, so the syllabus is almost similar. And here also, in our live classes, these Olympiads preparation classes, we are focusing on a combination of CPSC, ICSC, and state boards as well. So we would be starting with the basic preparation, and then we would be taking higher topics. So and higher topics, these includes topics from your higher grades as well. Okay, so we would be taking up difficult questions and topics from your higher grades as well.
Is this all test is given only in computer or laptop?
Yes, so these tests are available. So mock tests, these are available in the form of PDF. So if you wish, you can download those PDF and give your examination and basically to solve, and you have to submit the answers online only, because there would be a Google form wherein you need to submit your answers.
Will the concept be re-explained if one does not understand, or do we have to watch the recording and understand?
So Yajat, yes, what I would recommend in this situation, if I'm not able to understand anything, right, I would be, telling Shivam sir, I'm not able to understand. Please explain it once more, and he would be doing that. So it would be really nice if you ask your doubts then and there, and Shivam sir would be having a look at all the doubts, and based on his teaching style, he would be taking up doubts at the end of session, or like once he finishes with what he's teaching, right? So we recommend you to get your doubts cleared during the session or session itself, or when you come in your next session. Okay.
Okay, students, any other question, or should we start with the demo? Is all class is all live classes only after enroll for Maths Olympiad course?
So Ayush, is all live classes only after enrolled? Yes. So live classes, you would be able to attend all the live classes. So today is the demo session, but then all the remaining like 55. So we have 55 sessions in this course, right, Rajan sir?
Yes,
So these
correct, ma'am.
55 sessions, for these 55 sessions, for you to attend, you need to make the payment, and then only you can attend these classes.
Can you give me Shivam sir contact number? My mother wants.
So Anuj, I'm so sorry. As per our policy, we do not share the direct numbers of our mentors with students and parents. So whatever doubt you are having, we would recommend you to ask with Shivam sir itself during the class. Okay.
And if you have any doubt related to the course, I have shared one link again. So at the top there is a WhatsApp number. You can just call or message there. They will help you. Any other student? Any other question, students? Or shall we start with the demo? Should we start? Okay. Okay. Shivam sir, I think we can start. So over to you.
Okay. Okay, sir. So let me just share screen now. I'm audible first of all, Bachchu. Is it fine to all?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Bachchu, is this screen visible?
Come on, keep
Yes, sir, it is
writing in the
visible.
chat section,
Keep
kids.
writing in
Come
the chat
on.
and keep responding, Bachchu.
Because
I need your
there was
responses.
one question. There was one question like, do we have to see the recording? So until and unless you respond to what sir is saying, your doubts will not get cleared. So make sure you ask as many questions as possible. Okay.
Yes. So basically, try to ask question in doubts and try to clear up the concept at the same time. Do not let the doubt pile up. Okay. So try to clear it in that class session only. If not, then you can simply ask that doubt in the coming session. So keep your doubts ready every time. Okay, and try to clear it in class itself. Fine. So let's start then.
There is one question by Yajat. I'll just take this question, Shivam sir. Will there be any test for this demo class? So after the demo class, there won't be any test, but then your mentor would be asking you a few questions based on the topic which he is going to take today.
So we are starting with the topic called linear equation in one variable. Okay. Sinat, Sinat something, sir.
Yeah, so Sainath, you have to type in your doubts in the chat section and we would be answering your queries. So requesting you to type in the chat section, please. Yes, so you can continue. And
All right. So basically, the topic is which we are going to discuss in this doubt session, in this demo session, is linear equation in one variable, right? So before going into the chapter, let's understand the meaning of this topic, like linear equation in one variable. Okay. How many of you have done this chapter already? Yes, done there. Okay. Janil have done. Okay, keep answering in chat, keep writing in chat. Okay, whatever I'm asking you. So basically, the topic name is this. Ayush, you wanna ask something? So keep writing your doubts, keep writing your queries in chat box. Okay, I'll be looking at that. So the topic which we are going to start is linear equation in one variable. To start with this chapter, first of all, we should know what do we mean by linear equation. So to get started, we should know that, before this topic in previous classes, mathematics deals with few things. In maths, there are two things you will find in every mathematical statement. Either there are some constants. What are constants? Constants are the numbers which we use in mathematics, okay, which have their fixed values. Okay, these are called constants. And in every mathematical statement, you will find some alphabets also. These alphabets are known as unknowns, are called unknowns, right? These are called unknowns or variables. So whenever we talk about any mathematical statement, if you want to write any physical reality into mathematical form, you have to write an equation, right? This chapter is very useful in your future classes. It is useful in physics, chemistry, biology, everywhere you'll be using linear equations. Okay, you'll be using equations to solve the problems, right? So that's why it has many applications in real life. So what we are going to start, first we are understanding the meaning of linear equation. What is the meaning of it? So as I said, you must have seen that in mathematics there are many statements.
Shivam sir, I think you can continue.
Okay.
Kenneth, I will answer your query after the demo. Okay.
Okay. So as I said, but in every mathematical statement, you must have seen some constants, some numbers in the statements, or you must have gone through some unknowns. These unknowns are also called variables. Like you must have seen X, Y, Z, okay, and A, B, C. These alphabets in mathematics are used for those things which are not known to us, okay, which can be anything. So there are two things in every mathematical statement, that is constant or variable, right? Fine, Virgin? Just keep writing okay, yes, okay, fine. So after this, you must have done in previous class a topic called algebraic expressions. So what do we mean by algebraic expressions? Who will tell? Or you can write the example in the chat box. We have seen constant in mathematics, we have seen alphabets in mathematics, in mathematical statement, and combination of these two things is called algebraic expression. You must have seen, you must have done this chapter in previous classes, right? So what are algebraic expressions? Algebraic expressions are those mathematical statements which have numbers along with alphabets, like this 5x plus 1. This is what? It's not a constant, it's not a variable, it is a mixture of the two, and that is called algebraic expression, right? So there can be any form of algebraic expression, like 2x is an algebraic expression. You can have like suppose y square minus y plus 1. This is an algebraic expression. Is it fine? So in mathematics, we deals with number, we deal with constants, we deals with unknowns or alphabets, and we also deal with the equations or expressions, right? These are the things which we have done before this session. Is it fine? We know about algebraic expression, Bachchu. Okay, algebraic expression you must have done. So algebraic expression are those mathematical statements which have unknowns and constants together, right? But we are going to discuss here linear equations. We are going to discuss equation here. So let's see what do we mean by equation in mathematics. Because expressions you have done, but equation you have not done. So what do we mean by equation? Equation have three things in it. There are three components of equation. First of all, again, it will be having some constants or numbers, you can say, right? It will be having some unknowns. I'm first giving you brief about the topic name, like what is the meaning of linear equation in one variable. So I'm first explaining what do we mean by equation in mathematics. Equation means it has three components. It has some constants, it has some unknowns. Unknowns are also known as variables, which you will see in the form of alphabets. All the alphabets in mathematics, these are unknowns, right? And there will be sign of equality. So if we have these three things, in any mathematical statement, that becomes an equation, right? So if I write only 2x plus 1, this is an algebraic expression. But if I write 2x plus 1 is equal to 5, it becomes an equation, right? So this is what an equation mean in mathematics. Is it fine or not? What do we mean by equation? Yes, equation have three components: constants, numbers, unknowns, alphabets, and sign of equality. This is called sign of equality. So every equation have two sides, the left hand side and the right hand side, LHS and the RHS. Is it fine or no? These kinds of statements in mathematics is called equations. Is it fine? What is the difference between algebraic expression, which we have already done in previous classes, and what we are going to discuss now, that is equation. Is it fine? Equation have one more thing, that is sign of equality. Okay, let's go ahead. So like I can give you examples of equation. Let me just ask few things. You just have to put whether it is algebraic expression or equation. Just tell me about the first one. Is it equation or algebraic expression? The first one. Okay, like let's just write the first part, expression, second part. Is it expression or equation? What about the third thing? Okay, and let me just ask about the next one. Okay. So like first, as we can see in the first thing, we have numbers, we have variables, so it is forming, but there is no sign of equality. There is no left hand side, right hand side. So the first thing is what? First thing is expression, right? It's an algebraic expression which is relating few unknowns with the numbers, right? So this is an algebraic expression. Is it fine, Bachan? Okay, I'm getting your answers. I'm seeing your answers. All right. And if I write this thing, here we can see we have some constants, we have some alphabets, we have sign of equality, so it is an equation. And in third also we have sign of equality, we have unknowns, we have variables, it is also an equation, right? What is this thing? 1. If I have simply written 1, 1 is a constant, right? It's simply a constant. Are you getting my point? Is it clear? 1 is a constant. Okay. So basically we have gone through 4 terms, like these are constants, then variables. You should know what are variables in mathematics, and then you should know what are algebraic expressions, right? After that we have done what are equations. So we have understood these 4 terms in mathematics, right? We know about these 3 things: constants, variables, algebraic expressions, and equations, right? Shall we start then? Okay. Chapter name is linear equation. Chapter name is linear equation. So it is obvious that, but in this chapter we are going to discuss about equations. But which equations? We are only going to discuss about linear equation. You know what do we mean by linear equation? Linear means what? Linear means when the power of the unknown is 1. If the power of unknown is 1 only, okay? This is called linear equation. So let's try to find out what are linear equations. Okay. So let me just give you some questions. You can just ask, you can just tell whether the equations are linear or not. Suppose I'm giving you this example. Chapter name is linear equation in 1 variable, right? Just tell me about these things, whether you just write yes or no, whether these are linear equations or not. Tell me about this thing fast. Tell me about these things, whether these things are equations or not. Linear equation or not. What is linear equation? Just check out the power of unknown. If the power of unknown is 1, then that is a linear equation. Okay. What about the third one? What about the first one? Okay, just write yes or no. Yes, no, no. Okay. Okay. So like the first one is linear equation because we can see that first of all it has constant, it has unknown, it has sign of equality, it is an equation. But and the power of the unknown, the highest power of the unknown is 1. So this is called the, yes, it is a linear equation, right? It is a linear equation. Second one is not a linear equation. Why? Because the power of the highest power of unknown is not 1, right? But you have to see the highest power of unknown. The highest power of unknown is 2 here. It's not a linear equation. Such kind of equations are called quadratic equations, right? So it is no, not a linear equation. All right. And what about the third one? Is it a linear equation or not? Let me just, I can see that every one of you is saying no, no, no. Ayush is saying yes. Yes for the third one or which part? Let's come to the third part. First two part I have answered. Again, I'm getting you time. I'm giving you time to answer the third one. Check this one and tell me about whether it is a linear equation or not. If not, then why not? If yes, then why yes? Okay. So linear equation means that equation in which the power of unknown is only one. The highest power should be one only, right? There should be no other term. All right. So because the highest power is two. Students are saying, many of them are saying no. But if we'll simplify it now, I am saying yes, it is a linear equation. The third one is a linear equation. I am saying yes. Now, can someone explain why it is a linear equation? We can see a term having power 2 on both the sides. Still it is a linear equation. Why? Because but you know, when you will simplify this equation, when you will try to write everything on the left hand side, when I'm simplifying this equation, okay, if you will try to keep everything on the left hand side and making right hand side 0, you know, whenever we shift something towards the left hand side, whenever we are doing shifting of the terms, yes, x square get cut by x square, that is fine. While simplifying, it will get cancelled out. Yes. So when we are shifting these terms to the left hand side, like suppose this is plus 2x on the other right hand side, on left hand side it will become minus 2x, this will become minus 10, this will become minus 6x square, and on the right hand side you are left with 0. If I'm shifting all the terms on the left hand side, this is the form of equation I'm having, and plus 6x square minus 6x square, they are getting cancelled out. So they are simply written in the equation, but they have no use. So the ultimate answer is this: x minus 4 minus 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. Look at this. There is no term having power other than 1. So the highest power here is only 1. That's why it is a linear equation. So whenever I'm asking whether something is a linear equation or not, you have to simplify that thing. You have to look on both the sides. If you are having same terms on both sides of equality, it gets cancelled out. Is it fine or not? We'll be doing these things in class also. So this is why the third one is an example of linear equation. I'm just explaining you the chapter name. I'm just explaining you the meaning of chapter, right? Yes, Akash, you can ask. You can put your doubt in chat box. Fine, bache. So we have started. Okay, we have started the chapter called linear equation in one variable. First, I told you about what are equations. Before equation, we have done constants, unknowns, expressions. Okay, and after that, what are linear equation? Linear equation is that equation in which the highest power of unknown is only 1, right? Right here, highest power, not power. The highest power of the unknown must be 1 only. Is it clear? If highest power is 1 only, so we are going to discuss the simplest form of equation, that is linear equation. And what does the last term mean in the chapter? So linear equation in one variable means you are only having one constant, right? You will not have more than one constant. There can be equation which can have more than one unknowns, like this. Suppose if I'm writing 4x plus 6 minus y is equal to 3. This is a linear equation, first of all, because the powers of the unknown is 1. It is a linear equation, but it is not in one variable, right? We are not going to discuss this type of equation because this is linear equation in two variables. As you can see, there are two variables, right? So for simplicity, we are starting with linear equation in one variable, and then we'll extend to it. We'll extend to 2 variables and then 3 variables. We'll go till 3 variables, right? We'll be solving equations having 3 variables as well, starting from the basic thing, which is linear equation in one variable. Is it fine? Is it fine? So I think the chapter name is clear to all. What do we mean by linear equation in one variable, right or not? Linear equation in one variable. What does one variable mean? One variable means you will be having only one kind of unknown, one kind of alphabet in your equation. You will be finding only one thing, right? All right. So linear equation in one variable we are going to discuss. Fine, Vijay? So in the next sheet, I'll be writing few equations. You have to just pick. You have to just tell me which of them are linear equation in one variable out of them. All right. Then only we can go into the chapter. Is it fine? So I'm writing few equations. I'm giving you few equations here. Just tell me whether these are linear equation in one variable or not, or out of these, which are linear equation in one variable. I'm writing the equations. I'm giving you 10 equations. Just pick the numbers, write the numbers in answer which are linear equation in one variable only, right? Just tell me fast. Pick up the equation, linear equations in one variable, Bachun. Fast. Okay. Out of these 9, just pick the linear equations in one variable. Then we will discuss about all. Okay. Just write the numbers in chat like 1, 5, 3, 6. Which of them are linear equation in one variable? I'm asking linear equation in one variable only. Because before starting the chapter, we should know what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss linear equation in one variable. I'm just asking you pick the numbers, which of them are linear equation in one variable. Just write the numbers. Okay. You can write your answer like this, like 1, 5, 7, 9. Sir, these are linear equation one variables. So that I can see the code. I can see at one place in one message. So just try to write in one thing. Okay. Linear, we are picking up linear equations in one variable. Okay. Linear means the highest power of unknown should be 1. Equation means it should have equality sign, it should have constant, it should have numbers, and one variable means there should be no other variable. There should be only one alphabet. Okay, you can have. Okay. So I'm getting the answers, but now match your answer with me. Yeah, like Ayush have answered. You have to answer like this: 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so that will be easier for me to understand how you are answering. Right? I can compare your answers then. Okay. This is 6c square. If you have any doubt. Okay, Akash is saying 1, 2, 4 only. Okay, Mihir is saying 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yuvika. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting different codes. I'm getting different answers. I just want to check how many of these equations are linear equation in one variable. So let's start from the first one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's see. I'm now answering. I'm just circling out those equations which are linear equations. So you can also check your answers. Like the first one. Look at the first one. So yeah, I can see that this is a linear equation in one variable because it has constant, it has numbers, it has equality sign, and the highest power of unknown is 1. So yes, it is. Second one. Second one is also a linear equation in one variable because you can see the term which is having power 2, it is identical on both the sides. When these terms are identical, it gets cancelled out from both the sides, right? Is it fine? The term which is same on both the sides will get cancelled out. So it is not a linear equation in one variable. So whenever you will have to check, you will have to simplify first. Second one is not a linear equation. Cross. Third one is yes. Fourth one is not because I can see. Fourth one is yes or no. I can see all the powers are 1. It is linear equation, but I can see 2 variables. But the y variable again will get cancelled out, because y variable term on both the side is minus 4y, it gets cut from both the sides, right? Whenever you find any identical term on both the sides of equation, both the sides of sine of equality, it will get cancelled out, bacho. So again, third one is also a linear, fourth one is also a linear equation. So what I'm getting the answer, like 1 is the answer, and after that 2 is not the answer. 1, 3, and 4 I'm getting. Okay, what about the fifth one? Here again, there are 3 variables and nothing is getting cancelled. 7yz I have here, but here minus 7z. So it will not get cancelled out. Only the same, only the like terms on both sides of equation, both sides of equality will get cancelled. It is not a linear equation in one variable. It is a linear equation in one variable, so 6 will come here. Okay, after checking the answer, you can write who's are correct. Look at this, 6c square term and 6c square term. These two terms will get cancelled out because these are identical terms. And now we are only left with linear terms. So yes, it is a linear equation. Seventh one is also a linear equation in one variable. Whenever we have these kinds of equations, but you just do the cross multiplication. Okay, x plus 4 will come here, this will come here, and it is a linear equation again. I cannot see any power other than, I cannot see any other variable, I cannot see power as 2, right? And this also is a linear equation in one variable. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. These are all linear equation in one variable. Now you can ask your doubt, if you have any doubt in any of the part why it is a linear equation, you can ask. Just pick up the number if you have any doubt. Why second is not linear equation, right? Why second is not a linear equation? Second is a linear equation, right? Yeah, in second we have cut these two things, so yeah, second is also a linear equation. So which is not then? 5 is done. 5 is the only answer which is not, right? Rest all are linear equation in one variable. Are you getting my point? Is it clear? Like many of you are answering that 9 is not a linear equation in one variable. Why? 9 is a linear equation in one variable. You want to see why? Any other doubt? Second, yes, I use beta. Second is a linear equation in one variable. That cross was for this term. Fine. So you get only one variable and you get the power as 1. Shall we continue now? So we have understood the meaning of the chapter, the name of the chapter. What do we mean by linear equation in one variable? Yes. Why 8 is a linear equation is there both x and y. This is not y, but that is 4. That is 1 by x minus y and 2 by x plus 4. Understood? That was 4, not y. All right. Shall we go ahead? Equation 9 has power of 2. How? Let me just, yeah, I think 9 in ninth equation you are having doubts. So I'm just simplifying the ninth equation here. All right. 3x by 9 minus x. First of all, yes, we have to cross multiply now. Very good. You know, first of all, you can cut these two x terms. These two x will get cancelled out because they are in the numerator, right? Is it fine? So you are only left with 2 by 4 plus x is equals to 3 by 9 minus x. Now cross multiply. 2 will get multiplied by this term. And this term, 3 will be multiplied by the 4 plus x term. When you will open the bracket, 18 minus 2x is equals to 12 plus 3x. So this is a linear equation in one variable only, as we can see. X terms are getting cancelled. Getting it or not? I'll be telling you all the rules, what we can do on both the sides, how we can do. This is simply a demo class. So while when the classes will run, we'll start from the basics only. I'll be telling you all the rules, how we are cancelling out the things. Okay. So I just want to tell you what is the meaning of linear equation in one variable. I think everyone have understood the meaning of the chapter, the name of the chapter. Shall we proceed now for the next term? Yes. So shall we start the chapter now? Understood? linear equation in one variable. There can be linear equation in two variables. We can have linear equation in three variables. So let me just tell you what are the types of equation we have. Okay. So let me just tell you what we are going to discuss in this chapter. All right. Let's start then. So basically, first I am telling you about the types of equations. First of all, based on depending upon the powers of unknown, we can have linear equation. We can have equation can be quadratic, equation can be cubic, it can be biquadratic, and so on. So based on the powers of unknown, if the highest power of unknown is only 1, that is linear equation. If the highest power of unknown is 2, that is called quadratic equation. And if the highest power of unknown is 3, it is called a cubic equation. If the power is 4, biquadratic, and so on. So this can be the first classification. Depending upon or based upon the powers of unknown, we can classify equation like this. We are starting with the basic thing, and we'll go till quadratic. We'll be discussing about quadratic also. In 9th and 10th, you'll be discussing about cubic and biquadratic as well, right? So we are dealing with the first two. And then depending upon the number of unknowns, okay? Depending upon the number of unknowns, we can also have types of equations, right? Depending upon the number of unknowns. Is it fine? So what the equations can be, it can be linear equation in one variable. We can have one variable equation. We can have two variable equation. We can have three variable equation. Okay. Is it fine? So maximum will be, we are going to discuss about three variables. So these are the types of equations which can be possible. So we are going to discuss only linear equation in one variable first. Then we'll do linear equation in two variable. These two things we are going to discuss. And then quadratic equation we'll do. Is it fine? Is it clear? What are the types of equations? Linear, what do we mean by linear? What do we mean by quadratic and biquadratic? What is cubic equation? Is it fine, Bachu? We can classify. Okay. Quadratic is when the power of the unknown is 2. Biquadratic means when the power of the highest power of unknown is 4, right? So depending upon the power, I can give you example. Let me just give you examples of linear equation, quadratic equation, and cubic equation. I'm just giving you a few examples. Like linear equations are these, like 2x minus 1 is equal to 5 or 4, 7x minus 6 is equal to 3x plus 5. These are all linear equations, right? Quadratic means when the highest power of unknown is 2. There is no name for 4 variables. We do not do 4 variables. We do only till 3 variables. As a number of variables will increase, it will be difficult to solve manually. Then we have computer applications to solve. Okay. Quadratic means when the highest power is 2, like 2x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Or you can have 6y squared minus 3y is equal to 7y plus 1 or 9. This is the example of, these are the examples of quadratic equation. As you can see, the highest power of the unknown is 2. And it is not getting cancelled also. And cubic equation means when the highest power is 3, like this. 7x cubed minus 6x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Or you can have a cubed minus 3a squared plus 4a minus 6 is equal to 0. These are examples of cubic equation. So depending upon the powers, we can have linear equation, we can have quadratic equation, we can have cubic equation, right? Is it fine? Shall we proceed? So we are just trying to understand the meaning of the chapter, right? What is linear equation in one variable, and what can be the other forms of equation? What are the other equations as well, which will come in future? Okay, which you will be going to discuss in future. Okay, so we can have linear equation, quadratic equation, cubic equation. We can have one variable equation, two variable equation, three variable equation, right? Now the next term after this is, what is the solution of equation? What do we mean by solution of equation? You know why we are doing this thing, why we are studying this chapter in maths, why we have unknowns. You know, there are many situations in real life which needs to be solved, and to solve those things we have to form equation, and from the equation you need to calculate the value of unknown. Okay, so solution of equation means to find out the unknown thing. Yes, solution of equation means to find out the value of the unknown. Suppose I am saying, I'm writing an equation like this: 4 plus x is equals to 5. Simplest equation. So if I ask what is the solution of this equation, solution of equation means the value of unknown, the value of unknown which will satisfy the equation, right? The value of unknown which will satisfy the equality. Is it fine? What should I put? What should be the value of x which will satisfy the equality? What should I add to 4 so as to get 5? Equation says that a number being added to 4 gives you 5. This is the meaning of this equation, right? An unknown number is being added to 4 and it gives you 5. What can be that number? The number is 1 only. If I replace x by 1, if I put 1 in place of x, so on left hand side I'm getting 5, on right hand side I'm getting 5. So equality gets satisfied, right? Equality gets satisfied. This is called the solution of equation. So understood, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of solution? What do we mean by the solution? Solution means that value of unknown which will satisfy the equation. But so is it clear or not? Yes, when the left hand side and right hand side becomes equal. Okay, when the equation gets satisfied, we say that this is the answer, this is the solution, this is the value of unknown. All right, so I'll be giving you few values now and check whether the given values are solutions of the equation or not. 4 variable means what, Vachi? If we have 4 variable, it's simply equation in 4 variables. There is no name for that. We can have equation in 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable. But as I said, maximum you will be dealing with the 3 variable equation. Okay, till your 12th class. Shall we go ahead? Is it fine? What is the meaning of solution? Solution of equation simply means that value of unknown which satisfies the equality, which satisfies the left hand side and right hand side. Okay, shall we go ahead? So okay, can you try to find out the solution now? Can you try to find out the solution? Find the solution of the given equations. Okay, I'm just giving you a few questions. You have to find out the solution of these equations. Can you find out the value of x which will satisfy this equation? What should I put in place of x so that it gets satisfied? Yes. Yes. So if you play, yeah. Remember, what do we mean by solution? But solution means that value of unknown, that value of variable which will make the equality satisfied, which will satisfy the equality. Okay, which will make your equation legal. Is it fine? So yes, if I put 1 in place of x, okay, 1 in place of x, if you are putting, it will become like on left hand side you have 4 minus 1 is 3, on right hand side 2 ones are 2 plus 1, that is also 3. So 3 is equal to 3. It gets satisfied. Can there be any other value of x which will satisfy the equation? Can there be any other value? Tell me fast. Can there be any other value which will satisfy this equation? No. Yes. You know, linear equation have only one solution. Like this is the only solution. This is the only possible value of this. Like x is equals to, you will say that x is equal to 1 is a solution of this equation. Okay. Linear equation will only have one solution. Solution means what? Solution means that value of unknown which will satisfy the equation, right? Is it fine? Like the solution of this equation is x is equal to 1. I am asking, can there be any other solution? No. You know, linear equation have only one solution. Only one solution. A quadratic equation, if we have a quadratic equation, it will have two solutions. Okay. A cubic equation will have three solutions. So basically we can say that
Shivam sir, we are actually running out of the time, so I think we can wrap up.
okay. So should we wrap up now? Okay. So which I was just telling you when I'm just summing up. So I'm just telling you that number of solution is equal to the power of the unknown. If we have power 1, there is only one solution. If we have power 2, two solution. If we have power 3, three solution. That's it. So these are called solution, and linear equation only have one unique solution, right? So we'll be continuing the chapter then in coming classes, and we'll start from the basics again. Okay, and you will get to know about everything regarding the chapter. Okay. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll be leaving then. Okay, Bachu.
Yes, thank you, Shivam sir, for the wonderful session. So
Thank
students,
you.
we can let us know in the chat box how was the session. Do you like it? Okay, very nice session, excellent sir. Okay. Thank you, students. So, students, I have shared one link again within the chat box. You can copy and save the link. So, for joining the live classes, this link will help you. And now Shivam sir will meet you in the live classes. Okay, students. So, thank you for joining today. Concepts were explained clearly. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, students, for joining today. Thank you, Shivam sir, for the wonderful session. No, live classes are not free. You need to enroll for it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bachu.
Yeah,
Thank you, all of you.
thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good evening. Bye.